Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to have a look at what's in the shop, what I would recommend for you to buy, or what I would recommend for you to stay away, if any. Like, I might say no, none of these tanks, but we're going to have a look. I haven't done one of these tanks for quite a few weeks, these videos, sorry, for quite a few weeks. So let's see what's up for offer. Of course, first up we have the battle pass. No one really buys the flare pass there, 19 or 18 pound. Yes, you do get quite a few 25 levels, etc. But no one really purchases that bundle there. It's usually the cheaper one, the premium pass, which is only £4.49. And that also, if you play a lot, that almost guarantees you the new tank that is on offer at level 35. Moving on, we have the M3 Light and bonuses. Now, this is only £2.49, 80% discount. These kind of deals are really worth it, not even if you want the tank, but everything that you get. So like £2.49, you get the 7 days of premium. You get the tank, you get a camouflage, you get the ×5, you get 20 gold boosters, you get a garage slot, and you get 9 equipment. So these kind of offers are actually really good. They're very cheap and cheerful is what we like to call them. Of course, more crates. We have the surprise containers. Now, these containers are kind of like a hit and miss. You get one container for each of these, may contain one container of each of these different tanks. Then, so you're not actually opening the surprise containers for tanks, you actually open them for more crates, then containing or possibly containing other crates. So I don't really like the idea of that. I prefer you just to open the container, and if it's a tank or not. I don't really like the idea of opening a container and then you open a different container for another chance. I'd rather they just add all the tanks into this one container. You either win it or you don't. But they are for gold, and sometimes I've bought these in the past where I've spent sort of 20k gold. I've got a few tanks and I've ended up with sort of 50k gold. So it's a hit and miss. There's other times where I've spent so much gold in them and absolutely won nothing. So yeah, those containers are hit and miss, and I suppose if you've got gold lying around, it could be worth it, but I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. Of course, we've still got the Object 907 containers there. A bit expensive in my opinion. Yes, I would probably buy the cheaper one because you're getting I think you're getting 3 containers for sort of £9. So yeah, if you do get the tank within those 3, then yeah, of course they are worth it. But other than that, 10 containers for £80, I would definitely say stay away from these containers. Moving along, we have 2 tanks here, 2 tier 8 tanks, and that is the IS-2SH and the T-2020, along with their legendary camouflages, and along with an avatar there, ×5 and full equipment. And to be honest, that's quite cheap. 12.5k gold for 2 tier 8 tanks is quite cheap. They're not the best of tanks. The IS-2SH is probably one of the worst heavy tanks in tier 8 at the moment. I used to like it, the rear mounted, it was something different at the time, but over the years it's got kind of boring, and I kind of realized actually it's not a fantastic tank. The same as the T-2020, not a fantastic tank, but you know, it still does the job, and for 12.5k gold for both tanks is actually a really good buy. Moving on, we have the 2 TDs here. We have the ISU-122S and the SU-122-44 for 6.5k gold, along again with the emoji there, the avatars, and etc. So for 6.5k gold, you are getting 2 tier 7 tanks. Out of the both of them, I'd probably prefer the SU-122, which was in the tech tree, which has now been removed. But the ISU-122S is kind of a boring tank, if you ask me. If you want to play something like that, you might as well go and play the SU-152 with the upgraded gun and not the 152 gun, and then you have that tank. So yeah, not the best bundles, or not the best tanks, but yeah, not bad price, to be honest. Dickermax has come for sale for a discount as well for 2k gold, 2,000 gold, and you're getting 30 days of premium. And of course you get the tank, you get ×10 of the times 5. So yeah, you get an avatar, or yeah, you're not an avatar, you get a camouflage, sorry, you get full equipment and a garage slot there. So that's actually a really good buy. For me, that's a fantastic buy. Good tank, lovely gun depression. Get yourself on a ridgeline with that tank and you will have fun with that tank. So not a bad buy at all. Of course, some more surprise containers there. You have obviously these resources bundles with the gold and the premium time. I don't really look too much at these, to be honest. Sometimes they are worth it, but with the credit wise, I mean, on my main account I've got over 200 million credits, so things like this I don't really tend to look at. So other tanks, obviously we've had a look at the M3 Lite, we've had a look at these, and of course you can buy them separate as well. The T2020 there for 7.5k gold. The average price, if you ask me, not really going to get too much cheaper, so not a bad price considering it's full equipment as well. And 6.5k gold there for the IS2SH, which is, as it says, 50% discount there. It's got the 13k gold crossed off. I mean, who would pay 13k gold for this? I do not know. But I like their marketing there where they cross it off and they make you think that it's 13k gold worth, only for 6.5. But no one would ever, you sell this for 13k gold, I'd be surprised if anyone bought this tank. So even though it's 6.5k gold, it's not a bad price, but again, you're not getting the best of tanks. We've already had a look at the Dickermax, we've already had a look at the Invisible Menace there, the ISU-122S, which again separate 4.5k gold. It's not a bad price, but honestly I wouldn't recommend buying that tank. And the SU for 3.5k gold. Now that's not a bad buy, to be honest. 3.5k gold. I kind of like the SU-12244, to be honest. It's a quick tank, got very troll armor. So yes, that's not too bad. Of course, we do still have the IS6, the T23, the Dickermax is still there. You can see the normal price for that is 2,900 gold, and you can buy everything. So that's, yeah, it's a really good price for the Dickermax. If you are looking at buying the Dickermax, make sure you look at the bundles and not directly at this tank, because yeah, that's a waste of gold if you just go and buy 2,900 gold pound. What am I on about? 2,900 gold worth when you could just get it in the discount for just 2k. Of course, the Excelsior is still there. You have the T14 is still there for 2,400 gold, and the Churchill 3 is still there. Moving down, you have the Matilda, you have the T25. Now all these are cheap, but there's nothing special about the tanks, but you know, if you haven't got the tanks, they are still cheap. I think that pretty much brings me the end. Of course, we have gold value bundle there, 37,500 gold, £80, and you get 37,500 gold for free. So not too bad if you're looking at spending quite a lot of money on the gold. The same with the next one as well. £60, you're getting double your gold for 54,000 gold instead of 27. Now I do like these kind of bundles. Wargaming need to do these more with the gold bundles where they offer you double for your money. I think these are really good value. At £40 you can get 35,000 gold worth, so not too bad at all. And they only done this a few times where they do double your gold. If you wait for things like Huawei where you get 50% off, or where you get discounts from the store, then these gold bundles can really be worth purchasing. And then you have obviously the premium time, and then you have some more containers, quite a lot of containers here. Most of them are of course the surprise containers and the Object 907, but yeah, overall looking at everything in the store at the moment, the only thing that I would really recommend is probably the Dickermax, to be honest. At 2,000 gold, and you're getting 30 days premium with that as well. This is the bundle for me today, for this week. The camouflage there, not a bad camouflage, bit in your face, but you know, it's something different. So if you're going to ask for my opinion, I would definitely recommend this Dickermax bundle for 2k gold. It really is a good value for money deal. So I hope that helps. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.